Up until now, I've looked primarily at how to draw and paint by manipulating pixels. Now I'm going to look at how to draw vector graphics. A vector graphic is an image that's made up of points and paths based on mathematical formulas. For example, in this colour here, instead of the information being contained in each dot that makes up this whole area, the information is contained only by these points and the paths that bound these points together. As such, it's possible to edit each of these components separately. In Photoshop, if you draw a line and you've got a colour fill like this, you can't really edit the line without erasing it and redrawing it. But with vectors, you can directly edit the line however you want by grabbing it and moving it around. The other main thing to consider when choosing this environment to create art is that vectors, because they're based on mathematical constructions, are infinitely scalable. This image here was created in a vector-based program, specifically Adobe Flash, and as you can see, I can scale in as far as I want and the resolution holds up. If you look at this object here, you can see that clicking on the lines and the fills shows that they are actually separate objects. And if I hit A on my keyboard, which activates the sub-selection tool, all of the anchor points and the paths are revealed, showing me what makes up this entire section. That's why logos, for example, are always best created in a vector program. It means you can have a logo as small or as huge as you want it. So overall, in terms of creating clean, smooth, easily editable and scalable graphics, vectors are the choice for most artists. Just bear in mind though that they can tend to have a certain look, as you can see. This background here is specifically cartoony in style, but a good generalization to keep in mind is that bitmap art tends to lean more towards realism and vectors towards a more graphic or stylized look. I'm going to show you the main features of drawing with vectors by using Adobe Flash as an example, but what I want to show you is actually generic to all vector drawing software, and you can use the same techniques, say in Illustrator or something like that.